Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show we talk about things happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. And I'm delighted to join me today is Greg. How the devil are you, sir?
Good, thank you. Good,
it's great to be here. I was coming out here with flippers and submarine.
Yeah.
I mean, man, what a rain we've just had.
It was a massive storm, wasn't it? Yeah,
oh,
awesome.
dear. Anyway, but today I'm off the beaten track a little bit. I'm in the Rompo Beer Complex in Jomtien. If you're not sure where we are now, have a look on the map. You'll see exactly where we are. And as you come in, so you've got the Kiss Food on the left-hand side. You've got all the food vendors there. Hug that left-hand turn. Go halfway. Well, so a bit over halfway, is it?
Yeah, a bit over halfway.
A little bit over
look for
halfway.
the flashing coloured sign.
The flashing colour sign. There we go. I'm glad you said sign after you said flashing. I wonder what's going on then.
Yeah,
but we're up here in a place called Palmy's Bar, which is yours.
Yes, that's my bar.
And I'll tell you what, it's nice here. Do you know what I like most? You've got black cloth on your pool table.
Yeah. It's not a good idea, but it's so hard to keep clean.
Oh, can you imagine? One of my favourite colours. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So we're here in your bar.
Yep.
Now, you know the format because you're a YouTuber as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Sort of, yeah. When I get a chance.
Well, you've got your channel. We'll talk about that as well a bit.
Yeah.
But before we get started and talk about your bar, whereabouts are you from?
Okay, I'm from Sydney, or 50 k's west of Sydney, Penrith.
Okay, is that near the what's the one they do me on the live stream all the time? The southwest coast.
No.
I'm a miles away.
Lower Blue Mountains. Right. Yeah, about 50 k's west of Sydney.
I need Ian for this. My geography's terrible.
So
you're from Sydney.
Yep.
And obviously you're out here now. I mean, when was the first time you came to Thailand?
First time Thailand about 2000, I think.
Oh wow! So a long time ago.
Yeah.
And when you first came over, I mean, a lot has changed in that time. I mean, what was your first impressions?
Well, the first time I came, it was on holiday with the family.
Okay.
Yes, that was a different experience.
So you probably dive past these areas.
Yeah, well, I'd never been to Jomtien or anywhere like that the first time, and we sort of eventually went to different places on different holidays, and then I became single, as a lot of us do.
Yeah.
And kept on coming back. I love the place. So,
yeah. So 2000.
Yeah.
What was Walking Street like back? I mean, when was the first year you came back to Walking Street?
Okay, Walking Street would have been about 2010.
2000. Oh, okay. So I was there roughly about that time. So
yeah.
So it was in its full glory then. Full steam ahead.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just.
So you came out here on holiday. You've been out here many times.
Yeah, about 10 times.
10 times. And now you live here.
Yeah. I live in Jomtien.
Okay. And what made you decide to pack it all up and say, that's it, jobs are good, I'm out here?
Okay. Well, I was living in Sydney in lockdown because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I was working from home. I was working probably 14, 16 hours a day.
Ouch.
I had a pretty big job. And it was just driving me mad. It was getting to me. Depression. I started getting depression and started drinking and eating and put on a stack of weight and God knows what. And I sort of got to the point where I thought, if this is my life, this is it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. So I thought, I've got to do something to change it. And then I planned on, I'd watched your videos, I'd watched Paddy Doyle.
Yeah.
And I thought, look, that's what I want to do. I want to go and travel. I've got a bit of money, I can go and travel and make videos.
Yeah.
So I came in through the Sandbox in Patong.
Yeah.
And and that was my plan. But I got held up in Patong. I partied too hard for too long. Yeah.
How long was too long?
About 3 months.
Oh bloody hell, that's a party.
Yeah, that was a party. Yeah, spent too much, partied too hard. Then I got hooked up with a girl down there, and so I stayed there for a lot longer than planned.
Yeah.
And then things didn't work out well there, so I decided to get back on track, and I moved to Jomtien, which I like Jomtien. I'm not I like Pattaya, but I like to go there for the day. That for me, it's just too much full on for me. So I like that, the fact that I'm 200 metres from the beach here, and, and it's really, really good. So this was my next port of call. And I was just going to settle here for a little while and work out what I wanted to do. And then I broke my leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I broke my leg. I fell over and I bought a cheap, nasty pair of, what they call them, fake thongs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The brand. I hit the tiniest little bit of water. Mate, I'd done it in Viper Agogo.
No,
I hadn't had a drink or anything, and I'd just done it, and I went skidded, and arms and legs everywhere, and then back, and then went over my ankle. I broke my leg and my ankle.
Jeez.
Yeah, which incapacitated me for ages because they told me I had deep vein thrombosis.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, and then I couldn't go home, so I was told I couldn't fly, so I had to get it treated here. I was down to 3 days worth of food. I couldn't walk. I put my leg in a cast. Told me to come back in 10 days.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even stand up, like it was that bad.
Bloody hell.
And they just told me that I had a broken leg. And so I was desperate. So I tried to get a nurse, and I thought, oh, I broke my leg. I'll be riding in about 2 weeks. So I tried to get a nurse, and couldn't get a nurse. And so, that was a big episode in itself.
So of all the places in the whole of this area you could have broke your leg, it was in Agogo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm guessing though you had an instantaneous amount of nurses around you. That were there to
No,
help
you know what? I had one.
No,
I
really?
had a lovely girl, and she helped me out, and got a chair for me, and got an ice bottle of water.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys from the Fed come up to me, right? I'm in agony, and he goes, "That'll be 60 baht, please."
No, no, really?
Yeah, true story.
Oh man!
And I had to. I caught a taxi to hospital.
Yeah.
And that was it. You
Wow,
know?
wow.
I didn't know which hospital was which. They just took me to the one on Soi Buakhao.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was it. And that was the start of about a 4-month episode with a broken leg.
Jeez. So you mentioned earlier about your YouTube channel. So what came first, YouTube channel or your bar?
Oh, the YouTube channel, yeah.
Okay. What possessed you to do something stupid as that, as to set up a YouTube channel? We're all mental.
Well, I just wanted to travel. Like I'd done Thailand on the fly a few times.
Okay.
So I'd travelled through and done the thing, and the only place I'd ever really stayed for any period of time was Korat, because I had a girlfriend that lived in Korat.
Well, that's where I live in Korat.
Yeah, and that was the only place that I'd ever stayed, and so other than that, I'd sort of been to places, and I've been to places like Bridge, the River Kwai, and Koh Samui, and places I've been to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, but everything was like sort of quickly. I'd done Krabi and all that, so I wanted to really have a proper look around, because I just really love, like, when you go, there's just so much to look at in Thailand. You know what I mean?
It's an amazing country.
Yeah.
It's an amazing country.
I just like how you can have like a palace next to a little shack made out of bamboo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the contrast, it's unreal. So that's one of the things I'm drawn to. So that's what I planned on doing, but that didn't happen.
Okay.
And then when I was incapacitated, I couldn't walk, so I couldn't do YouTube either. And so I met Ying. I put an ad into this is a bit crazy. What's it called? Thai Friendly.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, Aussie guy, broken leg, needs help, can't walk. Needs help for 2 weeks. We'll pay. Right, because I couldn't get a nurse. There's no nurses around. So Ying, my girlfriend, she'd come to get some dental work. She worked for a big company. She was a HR manager. Yeah. She got some dental work done, and she said, "Look, I'm here staying at Nuklua with my girlfriend, and that she works most of the time, and blah blah blah." And she says, "I'll come and look after you." And we worked out a price. And she said she'd do it for 5,000 baht a week, right? Because it was just a little bit of pocket money back.
Yeah, God, that's a great
And anyway,
price.
so she'd come and she started looking after me, and she'd go out and get food and all that. And I'd say, "How much money?" "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's only a little bit. It's only a little bit."
Yeah.
And this went on for 2 weeks. So out of the 2 weeks that she stayed, she probably spent about 6,000 baht on buying us food. You know what I mean? So I didn't, and I said, "Here, I'll give you money. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay." And then we went back to hospital, and I found out it was going to be a lot longer. So she said, "Look, I can take holidays, and you need someone to look after you." And, and she just stuck by me. She'd go to the hospital at 6 o'clock in the morning, get a ticket, right, and ring me and say, "Okay, come now." And I'd call a Bolt, right, and I could sort of manage to get. By this time, I could manage to get down the lift and to the back car park. The Bolt would come and pick me up. And she'd been at the hospital for 3 hours waiting for him.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty amazing, and that's how we got together. We hit it off like a house on fire, and and it was she never asked me for a cent or anything.
So
like that.
you put the advert out.
Yeah.
What's some of the crazy replies you must have got?
Look, send me 20,000 baht in advance, and I'll be there in 3 days. And
What, you didn't believe them?
Oh,
really?
No,
you mean you didn't send it straight away and say it's on its way? Have you got it?
No. So I had so many responses, and then when Ying contacted me, she said, "Look, I'm in town. I can be there by 12 o'clock."
Wow.
So when I met her, the first thing I said to her, because Ying's tall, like she's 573 centimetres or something.
Yeah.
So she's about the same height as me. So first thing I said to her, "Are you a ladyboy?" She didn't even bat an eyelid. She said, "No, I'm not a ladyboy." Because I just didn't really want to be looked after by a lady. Nothing wrong with ladyboys, but just not for me. You know what I mean?
You've given me an idea now. I think I'm going to join the Thai Friendly, and I'm going to create a really random scenario, and then I'm going to vlog what responses I get.
Make a story.
See what we get. We'll have think of a random story, guys, that we can produce that we can put into Thai Friendly, and I'll post it. and let's see what we can get. So yours was a broken leg, can't move, needs some help.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
And that was what you got. So
Yes.
right, we'll try something similar.
So then
We
deep
can-
vein thrombosis. So I couldn't fly home. Had to wait months for operation.
Brilliant.
Tried to get operated on before my insurance ran out. Anyway, she stuck by me the whole time. And then while I
Fantastic.
couldn't do anything, I wanted to do something. Like I had a few little sources of income that were sort of feeding me, and one of them dropped off, and it sort of was
And that triggered the YouTube.
not ideal. No, I had YouTube prior to that. I started YouTube when I come to Patong.
Okay.
I started doing YouTube after I could stop partying, and then I went and started doing Bungalow Road around the place. I went to PP Island. I'd done, Maya Bay.
What's
and
your
all
channel
that.
called?
Aussie in Thailand.
Aussie in Thailand. There we go,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I'll put a link down below.
Aussie in
Oh, look
Thailand.
at that. Prior preparation and all the rest of it.
Signs everywhere in Spa.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'll do some cutaways in a minute so we can see that as well.
Yeah.
So, YouTube, obviously you've made a full recovery, which is fantastic. Now we're sat here in Palmies.
Yeah, okay.
How
So,
has that evolved?
all right, well, Palmies evolved because I'm not one that I can't sit still.
Okay.
Right, and I couldn't do anything. Right, and I don't want to go home. I don't want to go back to Australia, but I was a bit worried about my income stream not being as good as it was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I thought, well, I'd like to do something. And the last thing I thought about when I got here was starting a bar. But then I was sort of looking around and I thought, well, some of the bars, like no offense to anybody, some of them are great, but some of them aren't that good, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
And when you walk past and there's girls sitting on their mobile phones ignoring people, well, I thought, well, if I give this a crack and I've got an idea what I want to do, and it'll, I'll either fail or I won't, and I'm not going to fail. So, there's no one here because we've just had a big storm, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
we get packed, and the bar's going really good. A lot of people come from my YouTube channel and say g'day and support me. It's
Brilliant.
really, really good. So,
Brilliant.
so that's been a big help to me.
So where did the name Palmies come from?
My name's Greg Palmer,
Oh, okay, right.
and
so,
my nickname's Palmy.
Palmy, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay,
I
so-
thought it was going to be some really obscure, bizarre meaning.
No.
I was thinking of the palms down on the beach, and I thought, you know what, we'll call it, but no.
No, that's it. My nickname's Palmy. Everybody, my mates call me Palmy. So.
Well, there we go. Then.
Yeah, well, that was easy. We're going to call it some girly name like Cheeky Lady Bar or something
Yeah.
like that. And then I thought, we're not really that type of bar, although we've got a couple of girls sometimes and what have you, but we're more, the girls will play pool and get you drinks, and, they're not sort of, it's
Yeah, I
not,
understand what you're saying.
not real soy bacao or soy six stuff, you know what I mean? We're more family orientated.
Yeah.
And we sell food and Thai food and
Okay.
yeah, and we do cocktails. and,
What was with this location?
well, I
Because
looked
we're in the Rompo market. And
yeah. Well, I looked around at a lot of bars, and I looked at Soy 8 at Pattaya,
Yeah.
and the bar. I just didn't like the location, and I didn't like what was going on there at the time. I looked at the Klua. There were some open bars up the top there, just past Terminal 21.
Yes,
around
yeah,
the right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And they were open, and I just didn't like them. I didn't think they were what I wanted. And I went up there a couple of nights and watched them and stuff, and there was big key money on them as well.
Oh, okay.
So, there's 250,000 key money. It doesn't, it's only 10,000 Australian dollars or something, but it's still
money.
Yeah,
Yeah, still
yeah.
money. So you're here now. I mean, obviously you put your stamp on the place and you're in location.
Yep.
In terms of like your foresight, you thought, so, well, we'll do this. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to change a few things that you've seen that you weren't happy with.
Yeah.
In terms of how it's panned out now, are you happy with the progress? Is it where you think it should be?
Well, I've got a business plan, and I wrote a business plan before I took on the bar.
Okay.
And I said, okay, well, step one was, setting the bar up. Step two was making the bar stand on its own 2 feet. Now, I thought I was a bit unrealistic about trying to do that in the second month, but the bar actually paid for itself in the first month as far as
Brilliant.
turnover. Not for the work that we done to the bar, but
Yeah.
like to pay all the bills, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So electricity, rent, all outgoings, and it paid for itself. So the second month was better, and then it was just a matter of, coming to bring something new to the table. So I done a menu. I thought of a menu that for Aussie food and to
Yeah.
buy a good burger. Now I've been out sourcing food,
Yeah.
and I found some really good burger patties and stuff like that. We make a really good burger here.
Okay.
We've got really good fish and chips and that type of thing. And then Ying said, hey, we want Thai food.
Yeah.
Because we got the girls at the bars around us. Now this is a brand new bar. She opened because of me.
Oh.
All right, because she liked our bar and thought it was busy. This one's open sometimes, and this one's, but they're nowhere.
Well, I have to say, the interesting thing about this side now is it's slowly gaining more momentum.
Yeah.
Like it used to be just the first half and that way towards the road. and now there's more and more opening up.
Yeah,
here.
well, that's it. There is, and the reason I come up here, like I could have taken a centre bar for the same sort of money, double the size, but to fit it out to my standards, you can see my bar's fitted out pretty well and it's neat and tidy and clean. It would have cost me a lot more than I've allowed for this. So I've got a corner position which I think is ideal. I think all the bars are coming back up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this Robbins bar's open up. There's a really nice bar called the Orange Bar just past that. They're doing a bit of business. And these bars are nicer than some of the old bars. Some of the old bars are a bit broken and derelict and run down and you sit on the seat and stuff like that. And they're not real flash, where these ones are that people are making an effort to make them nicer. So it's getting more popular.
I'll tell you what's been interesting as well, though. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you've heard about the rumours that this is going to be a hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the progression of all the bars coming in now, new bars and new faces.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of contradicts the rumours that
I was
this is
told
going to be
we've got at least 5 years.
Right, okay.
Okay, so this is owned by a church, this land.
Is it?
It's
I didn't know that.
On a
Didn't know that.
30-year lease, and I think there's actually 7 years left, I think.
All right, so you've got 5 years to get as much out of it as you can.
I think, no, it's a minimum of 5 years.
Okay, with the possibility.
Yeah, with the possibility that it could be going longer. But yeah, I heard the same thing about the hospital and all that kind of stuff. So.
But I suppose if that was to happen, at the end of the day, you'll have built up a good clientele by then.
Yeah, we can just move somewhere.
And you'll move somewhere else and they'll follow you anyway. And also it gives you a great way of finding out the highs, the lows of what's expected.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of highs and lows, what's been the best moment of having the bar and what's been your lowest point that you maybe didn't expect?
Well, there hasn't really been any lows. A couple of quiet afternoons, you know, like we open at 1 o'clock and one day we didn't have a customer until 6:30.
Right.
But after that, we had a roaring trade. So that was, it's just feeling our way. So that was probably the low, but there hasn't really been any, like, we've had really, really good feedback. We get repeat customers all the time. People come back and say, I love your bar, Greg. It's a place where they don't get hassled here. They can come and sit here, they can have a feed, they can buy a burger, they can have Thai food, they can have a cocktail, they can get pissed if they want, they can sit out the front, you know, and not be whatever. There's a nice cool breeze that comes through here as well.
Yeah.
We've got, you know, like we've just made it, gone out of our way. You can see how many fans in that we've got, Trevor, like we've got about 16 fans and we've even got one in the toilet, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So what we've tried to do is make a nice, clean, tidy little bar, because a lot of like Thai bars are a little bit messy, you know what I mean? So like little things, when we built this deck out here, we lifted this up so people could sit up here, right? And no one sat there because you're looking at people's groins because they're dropped so low. So we put that up, put that little barrier there, and you know, it's just pleasant sitting on the other side, you know? It's and people are sitting there already, so...
Excellent. So now you've found your feet and you've got a taste for it. Are you thinking like, if things go wrong, I'm going to expand into a new area if they do build the hospital?
No. I'm happy with the way it's going.
Okay.
You know, look, I've put a bit of money into it to take it to the next level, sort of thing. Yeah. You know, like I've got I've only got a small kitchen, but I've got a double deep fryer and all the stuff that you need to cook up a storm.
Make your burgers.
Make your Thai food.
You mentioned 3 times now.
Yeah. But we do. We spend a lot of time tracking down good food. So
brilliant.
So we have got good burgers. So anybody that comes here and
there you go, guys. Burger, there's your test. Come down, try one of Greg's burgers, and write your review and let us know.
We've got a good cook. She does a great job. She's really good with the Thai food, and she's still learning with the food, but with the ingredients we use, and you can't go too far wrong. We've got the best fried chicken too.
Okay.
Chicken wings, yeah.
You want to big yourself up?
Yeah, mate, we get plenty of people coming. We got a late night crowd that come and say, "Is the kitchen still open?" And they'll come and pick up like burgers and stuff to take home. You know?
Brilliant.
So no, it's good.
So we're near the end of the year. It's been great talking to you. I've really enjoyed listening to your story. It's been fantastic. What I'd like to ask you as well is, I do this with many people, is we've got a guy now. He's just arrived. He's a brand new guy to Thailand. Never been here to Pattaya. He's got no idea what to expect. And I'm going to say to him, listen, son, put your bags down over there. Come and sit next to Greg. What would be your one piece of advice to that young man? What would you say to him that, based on your knowledge, your experience here, you think, do you know what? Don't do this. What would you say?
Don't go looking for a girlfriend in a nightclub or a bar.
Or don't fall over in an Agogo Bar. Although that's
don't wear knockoff thongs. Don't go and buy them at Big C or something.
Well, that's actually, but there's a silver lining to that, Cloud, because now you've met your missus and it's all good. So happy days. And I am going to do that. I'm going to write some bizarre scenario and see if we get any replies.
Well, let me know, because
I will.
I want to be on it.
You can vet them. You can be the auditor. You can have a look through. Right, lastly, Greg,
Yep.
you open every day of the week?
Yeah, we open every day from 1 p.m.
1 p.m. until whenever?
2 o'clock we got to close here. But
okay.
yeah, so yeah, open every day. Sell food, Thai food, cocktails. And,
Great burgers.
Yeah, great burgers.
Chicken, best chicken.
Brand new pool table. We're actually going to start doing a bit of karaoke.
Oh.
And a few bits and pieces. We'll have killer pool and what have you. But
We'll have to get Ian down. Ian likes the karaoke. He's always up there doing his Bobby Dazzler.
Well,
and Facebook page?
Yeah, yes, I have got a
Yep,
Facebook
okay.
page, and Palmies is on Google.
On Google Maps.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
perfect.
you can find it. Yeah, so.
Brilliant. All right, guys. Well, I'll put all the information down in the description below. So come up and see Greg. You know, just come and say hello. Check out the food. Check out the bar. I mean, it's a nice bar, to be fair. One thing I've noticed already, and I know we just had a storm, so it's slightly different, but in comparison to the fact that it's been so hot, I'm actually really quite cool here.
Yeah,
So
well,
yeah,
we actually haven't got fans on.
yeah, there's no fans on here. It's a nice breeze. So there we go. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I say, I'll put all the information down below. Check out in the description. Come and say hello. Come and spend some time here in the Rompo Beer Market area. It's a good area. You've got 7 opposite the road there. You know, it's a good area. Like you say, 200 metres from the beach.
Yeah.
You can pretty much make a whole day and an evening of it, and jobs are good. All right, there we are. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed for watching. As always, guys, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look on Discord. There's over 10,000 members in Discord now. It's totally free of charge. You go on there, you can find out about bars, go-go's, venues, restaurants, hotels. It's all there for you. Just scroll through and check out what's in there. And that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And for myself and Greg, please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.